You see, when we fight spiritual battles, take them seriously. Praise the Lord. Take them seriously. You may be here now and something from your background is what is fighting you and you are not aware. And if you are not aware, it doesn't stop it from fighting you. It doesn't stop it from stopping you. This is what happens in your father's house. People, don't listen. Everybody, please stop writing and look at me. Anything you notice as a pattern in your generations, don't think it jumped you. That it has not begun happening to you doesn't mean it forgot you. It simply means that it's preparing for you. Maybe you got born again early. Maybe you have been praying early and is amassing to attack, but you also should be strong enough to resist. If you have my voice, say yes. Unless you have dealt with it, then you can be conscious that this is not going to happen. If you looked in your family and your mother divorced, and her sister divorced, and your first daughter divorced, you'll be stupid to think that he passed you. No, you didn't hear. If 3 of your sisters, each one of them had an introduction, it didn't work, don't mock them and use it to say they're stupid. They don't know how to keep relationship. There's a pattern. Am I talking to somebody else? If you find out that almost everybody that is connected to your father and connected to your mother never rose to any point in life, don't mock them. There's a pattern. I don't hear it. If you have my voice, say yes. You see, I was talking to somebody. I know their family very, very well. When I mean very, very well, I know their family very, very well. I know that when their father was alive, the mother fed the family, paid the children's school fees, and all of that. It was what happened in their family. Are you with me? Their father's brother was struggling like that. They are members of this church now, and they never dealt with that. I know 2 of those sisters, both of them are feeding their husbands now. The same thing they saw in their father's house. And both of them, their husbands were doing well when they married, just like their fathers. But after they got married, after some time, something happened and reduced them. And then they started struggling and became the ones feeding their fathers, their husband. And it's going on till now. And both of them are very angry at it, but it's not the husband's fault. The things that runs in their family follow them to their husband's house and stop their husband. Their pattern. Am I wasting time here? The patterns you saw, don't ignore it. You used to have an assistant pastor in this church. He left some years ago. When he wanted to leave, he's the only human being since this church started, the only one who since this church started that came to me and said I wanted to leave, and I took him inside the room and said, I am begging you under God, don't leave. He said, why? I said, you can't handle it. He damned me because he felt like at that time church was struggling. It's after we had the crisis that some people left church some years ago. And he walked in. You see, in his family, his grandfather died blind. His father died blind. His uncle died blind. As I'm talking to you now, his eyes can't see. There are patterns you see, you fight. Am I wasting my time? You need to understand there are things called yokes that are inherited. If you have my voice, say yes. I say you can't handle this. You don't know what to do. I stretch my hand toward. Anything running in your father's house, keeping people down, let that yoke be broken.